Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian, and we are playing some green and white humans. Budget humans, to be exact. We can't keep this. It has no land in it. How are we supposed to keep that? This, on the other hand, is keepable. We can keep this, and I would love to put that on top of the library. We're playing first, by the way. I won the die roll, so I'm playing first. I think we're going to throw down the planes, and I think we throw down Thraben Inspector. Make our opponent think that we're probably playing Death and Taxes. So we'll get a clue and then ship it to our opponent's turn. Straight away, we don't need to do much out of this. So, oh, green-white. We're playing against another green-white deck. Is it the non-budget humans deck? It's completely possible. No, it looks like it is either Elves or Titan Shift. Probably the two it could possibly be. And going to our turn, we have Captain of the Parish, which is nice. The other option would be Thalia's Lieutenant, which is not actually as nice. I think what we do is the other option is we can also crack the clue. It's kind of the green mana is not really going to do much for us, where I would like to play like two things. This is why having a nice mana base, where if we had like Windswept Heath with the like, Temple Garden, then we could actually have access to both of our mana types. But we don't. We only have access to one green and one white. So I think what we do is we go to combat, swing with the Thraben Inspector, and then go to second main phase, play Champion of Parish. Of the Parish. I think that's going to be the best option for us at this current time. I don't think cracking the clue is as good as it's going to be kind of mid to late game. I mean, we could do it. It is theoretically a better use of our mana, but I think getting Champion of the Parish into play and then getting value as we play Thalia's Lieutenant next turn is going to be better, depending on what we draw as well. I mean, that's always going to be the caveat of all of this. And there's Temple Garden. Yeah, the better caveat would be depending on what we draw. So there is the Utopia Sprawl. It might actually be... I mean, I'm saying it's Titan Shift, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think Titan Shift is green and white. It could be... Could be what? So we have Nissa. He's going to get a bunch of plant creature tokens from that. Hey, there's a plains. That's rad. I like that. So I think we go for the dump our hand plan here. So we play Thraben Inspector. Champion of Parish goes first. Always yield to Thraben Inspector. Always yield to the Champion of Parish. And then I think we throw down Thalia's Lieutenant. Get some 1/1 counters on everything at this point, which is going to be awesome. Always yield to this as well. So, and then we go to combat and swing in with a bunch of stuff. I think we go all at Nissa, though, because Nissa is what? And Nissa's gonna do put a 1 counter on each creature you control. Yeah, let's just go all attack. Attack with all creatures at Nissa. So he's probably gonna block the Champion of the Parish, and he's gonna take 2 damage on Nissa, which means he's gonna have to plus it to get more plant tokens. Yeah, which is gonna be his plan, obviously, because he can't really go the other direction. I mean, his other option is to not block and she goes away, or to block. Yeah, I mean, that was really the option. So at this point, he's going to probably just make another plant token with Nissa. He's probably not going to minus it because he's only going to counters on Arbor Elf on words, and I'm not speaking very well today. Corsair Crufix. Okay, well, this is something. And Scavenging Ooze on top. A good thing for us, Scavenging Ooze doesn't really do much. It's not the end of the world for us, so that's fine. The nice thing about clues as well is we have a lot of 1-drops. So we could get away with cracking a clue and hopefully drawing into another human, which would be cool. It's possible. I mean, this is a possibility for us at this point. So we're waiting on our opponent to decide. He has a lot of mana at this point, especially because he has Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. So he's creating a lot. So it's like a green devotion deck. It's a green devotion deck. I wonder what his main win con is. I would guess some kind of Giant Eldrazi. Or Walking Ballista, in theory, is an option. So Walking Ballista on 4. So he could get rid of Walking Ballista right now and blow up Champion of the Parish. Always yield to that. That is an option. He would probably do it in response. So we play a creature, and then he would do it in response to it getting counters. Would be my bet what he will probably do. Because there's no point in him on his turn to blow up something. Walking Ballista can be used for a lot of other things. And Hardened Scales. Hardened Scales is nice, but not quite what we want. I don't think. I don't think at all. So what do we do here? I mean, we can attack in again, attacking in all at Nissa, so we can hopefully not get 1-1 counters on everything that's here. We could crack a clue and hopefully draw into another 1-drop, which is theoretically possible. Theoretically. Yeah, I think we're going to go that way. So I think we're going to go crack the clue. Try and draw into something. Fingers crossed. We draw into a plains, which doesn't help us at all. And now I think we go swing with everything at Nissa. Because he's going to pump his board, and that's going to just... We're not going to be able to deal with it from that point on. So everything goes to Nissa. And he's going to have to block accordingly, I think. He can also just remove counters off of this. He can remove what? He can get rid of 2 creatures with Walking Ballista, or he can get rid of Champion of the Parish with Walking Ballista. Those are both options. So he's going to get rid of the Thalia's Lieutenant straight away, which is fine. It happens. If he does the same thing to Champion of the Parish with the other guys, we may actually just condemn them and throw them under the bus. Under the bus, I mean under our library. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. Yeah, we're fine with that. Oh, we're going to damage already. If I was thinking, I should have been like, okay, no, we're not going to do that. But too late now. Too late now, indeed. And we don't have anything else to do, so we are going to ship it to our opponent's turn. If they attack in, we'll condemn. If not, we'll crack the clue and draw another card. Not the best draw. Not the best draw, guys. Why is this off the screen? Leave this over here. This is the top of our opponent's library. Put it over here. We'll put it out. Here's fine. Top of our opponent's library. So, Scavenging Ooze, not the funnest thing for us. Because he's going to gain life and he's going to eat our creatures and make his Scavenging Ooze bigger. So, not a very good matchup for us. This is... we do have some good stuff in the back. In the sideboard to help us deal with this deck, but again, this is not a very good matchup for us. Same with the Hydra's deck. I mean, we run up against Hydras with humans. Yeah, it's not going to be a good matchup either. So, yeah. Stompy, largely go-wide creature decks kind of tend to be a little bit of a problem for us. So, yeah, there we go. Thalia was the one that was triggered, so he's going to swing in with, like, everything. Really? Just swinging in with a bird and... well, let's condemn you. Just because then you can't get a ton of mana from your Utopia Sprawls. Which is fine by me. Again, I mean, Condemn really needs to be Path to Exile. Not gonna lie. It pains me a little bit seeing it instead of Path to Exile. So, yeah. And going to our turn, I'm guessing. I mean, our opponent has a ton of mana still. So going to our turn, though, we draw plains. Oh, we forgot to crack the clue. Oh, punt counter, number 1. Or number 2. Let's go like this. Cracking the clue. Should have done that our turn. Abzan Falconer. That would have been an amazing draw. That would have been like the perfect draw, but we didn't get it. We can play it, though. Which is nice. The problem with it, though, is as soon as we decide we're going to... So he's going to blow up Walking Ballista right now to get rid of Champion of the Parish. What was going to happen? But he doesn't? He doesn't do it. That's interesting. Why wouldn't he do that? Okay. That's neat. I will... What do I do at this point? I think I have to swing in with Champion of the Parish, but otherwise he's going to kill it with his Ballista next turn. So, why don't we... you attack Nissa. And what do we... Can we take some damage next turn? Yeah, we can take a bunch of damage next turn. And you attack our opponent. That is the way we're going to go. Our opponent should have blown up, or should have killed Champion of the Parish as soon as we played the Falconer. I guess he didn't realize what that was, because he has no way of blocking Nissa right now. Mostly because his bird is here. Oh, he kills the... Nice. Well done, opponent. I'll applaud you on that one. That was very well played. I didn't realize that he probably could have just killed... He could have killed the Falconer with the Walking Ballista. So much easier, so much better, and so much more painful for us. Well, at least we have a status quo change, I guess, a little bit. Not really. I don't think we have any way of coming back from this, actually, now I think with this. I don't think so. Yeah, we're probably going to go to game 2. Whatever we draw, we might just go to game 2. This is a bad matchup for us, and I think I could have played better. I did make a couple small mistakes, but I think I could have played better as well in the beginning there. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Okay, well, going to our turn, what do we draw? We draw a Anafenza. That is not going to do it. So, concede this match. Go to game 2. We are going to go to the sideboard. Sideboarding is beginning right now. So, what do we need to bring in? We know we are going up against a creature-based deck. Soul Warden, you are going to be good to come in. Tormod's Crypt doesn't make any difference. Brave the Elements is good because it's almost soul green, which is really good. Kor Firewalker doesn't make any difference. Fiend Hunter is also very good. And what do we take out in place of it? Battle Priest is going to be good. Abzan Falconer we can take out. How many do we take out of you, actually? We take out a single Lead the Stampede as well. Actually, no. We want to keep the Lead Stampedes in as a way of basically breaking the stalemate that we may get into. And Condemn we can take out. I'm going to take out both Condemns. I don't think they're going to be very good for us. And we need to take out a bunch more cards still. So what else do we need to take out? I think Anafenza, you're pretty good. I think you're pretty good. Banishing Light definitely stays in. That's probably going to be one of the things that's going to help us get rid of the stuff that's actually problematic for us, which is really good. Battle Priest I want to leave in because I'd like to get lifelink on stuff. Actually, I don't think, I think Battle Priest comes out. I don't think the extra life is actually going to be worth it for us in the long run. Fiend Hunter, Soul Wardens. Do I need the Soul Wardens? If I draw a Soul Warden, is it actually going to help me in the long run, or is it going to be kind of like a wash, is the question. I almost think it's going to be a wash. Because we're trying to, like, stabilize life-wise. So putting in more disruption, getting rid of specific creatures, and potentially being able to prevent him from dealing damage to us. I think that's the way we need to go. That is going to be the plan. Let's see if we can turn this ship around. We won the dice roll. We lost. So let's play first. And this is an example of a really bad hand. Again, if we had better mana base, it would be not as big of a problem. This is no better. This is absolutely no better. We'll keep it, though. Servants of the Scales, yeah, you can go on top. I think you're okay. We're going to be playing literally an entire turn behind because we're playing a land that's going to come into play tapped no matter what, because we don't have anything to reveal. Ship it to our opponent's turn. Next turn, we will probably play Champion of the Parish, and then followed up by either Servant of the Scales. Nice. Legend of the blah blah. Nissa. Nissa's thingamajigger. Yeah. Enter the battlefield, look on the top 3 cards of your library. You may put a revealed creature, land, or planeswalker card from among them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. You may spend mana as though it were any mana to cast planeswalkers. That's neat. I wonder if she has a bunch of like off-color planeswalkers just for Oath of Nissa. That'd be really kind of fun. Not consistent, I will say, but fun. Okay, so we can what? I think it's going to be Fortified Village. We don't have any way of revealing. We have no other lands. So I think it's going to be Champion Parish, ship it to our opponent, and then next turn we can probably play down Thraben Inspector, Servant of the Scales, and then Fiend Hunter will be down the road. We'll be able to get rid of something he plays. Walking Ballista on 1. Is he going to use it to blow up Champion of the Parish right away? If I was him, I would. Yeah, there we go. So Walking Ballista blows up our Champion of the Parish, which is sad for us, but I mean, it's understandable. I can understand why he would want to do that. I think we just throw down Thraben Inspector and Servant of the Scales and then ship it to our opponent. Nothing else we really need to do here. This can always be yield. Servant of the Scale. Keep in mind, Servant of the Scale as well, it enters the battlefield with the 1/1 counter on it, so anything that would make, anything that would make extra counters, such as Hardened Scales, this is not affected by that. Keep that in mind. If you're playing in paper and you need to, like, does this come in with 2 counters? No, it comes in with 1, unfortunately. which makes it less valuable, but, I mean, the fact that when this counter moves to another creature when he dies, that counter you would get 2 counters at that point. So, you know, 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. There's options. Oh, Hanweir Captain, you say. Well, let's go to combat. Swing with everything. All the creatures attack. Go to our second main phase, and then we play Hanweir Captain. Militia Captain, that is. Because we are 1 creature away from actually flipping him, which would be amazing. So, go, white. I kind of wish that once you selected, again, this is like one of the things that like makes MTGO a little bit crazy for me, is I wish that the fact that we selected this card to cast, it doesn't automatically just select the color mana you need. It's like, no, do you still want to get green mana even though you physically can't cast a spell with green mana? No. It's one of the many things that drives me a little bit crazy about MTGO, that just like, they could fix this. This is like a simple thing they could fix, but they don't, because I'm sure I say it's simple to fix. It would be simple to put it in if that was the intent initially, but if I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how hard it would be for them to go back and retroactively fix that. So, or retroactively put it in. So that's the thing. And okay, Forest is good. How good is it though? So this is the beginning of what? The beginning of your upkeep. So we would need to make sure that he sticks around. I think what we do... Oh, wait, this is creature, right? Exile on target creature. I think we play the Falconer. I think we're going to go Falconer. And then we are going to swing in with the Servant of the Scales at Garruk. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Swing at a Garruk, and then on our upkeep, assuming that everything's still alive... we will start getting a generator of 1/1 human cleric tokens, which is absolutely fantastic. This is what I want. It's what I want out of life. There's a few things I want more than 1/1 human cleric generator. Yeah. Oh, Westvale Cult Leader. So when I first saw this card, I was like, oh, look at this. This is a very feminine-looking guy. That is not a guy. It is 100% a lady in this photo. So if you're seeing this, it is a lady in the photo. And this is like, I mean, the cult leader like says it all. Like, okay, that's clearly a lady in the cult leader one, but the other one kind of looks like it could have been a guy. Don't be fooled, my friends. Women are everywhere. And we are waiting on our opponent to decide. Also, women are everywhere. Clearly, Thraben Inspector is a very disgusted woman. She's like, look at this gross stuff. Send this can of spaghetti back. It's purple. We don't sell purple spaghetti here. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop about this tyrant of mine. Okay, so he's gonna swing with the 3/3 beast. I don't care. Sure. Bring it. And does he have anything to play? I'd be surprised if he doesn't. So he's gonna create another beast. Okay, fair enough. And does he have a bolt or no? He's creating green. Oh, he's gonna create another one. Gonna create more beasts. I'm assuming. There we go. He has a wave of beasts. That's a thing. Well, we are going to get our human generator at this point. And so we have 2 options. The first option is Fiend Hunter grabbing one of his beasts. It's always fun. And the second option is Lead the Stampede. And then next turn and whatnot, we can play creatures. And then we can always outlast with the Abzan Falconer this turn. I think that's the way I would rather go, to be honest. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go to combat. Swing at Garruk with our Servant of the Scales. Because he has flying. We're going to then go to our second main phase. We are going to Lead the Stampede. So green, green, and green. Because why not? And we get to reveal as many creatures as we want. So might as well get another Abzan Falconer and Thraben Inspector. And these can go any order. Any on the bottom. I'm not too concerned about the order of them. Now, we have 2 options. We can either bring in another Thraben Inspector, or we can actually make this guy bigger, which I think is what we're going to do. Especially because he has red. I'm a little bit concerned that with red, it'll be problematic. And this way, we have a 3/4 that we can swing in with the air now, which is super fun. So there we go. First cleric, human cleric, clearly a cultist cleric. I was going to try and like mash up the word cleric and cultist, but I don't think there's a viable way of doing this, so I'm not going to bother. And now we are waiting for our opponent. I think it's going to be harder for him at this point. I mean, we have 5/5 with the cult leader. The cult leader is a 5/5 as well. The nice thing with the cult leader as well is he has power and toughness equal to the number of creatures we control. So assuming our opponent doesn't have a way of like dealing with our creatures, generally walking ballista for him is a really good way of doing that. Potentially bolt. I mean, he has red in the deck. He could have bolts or other something big or something else that's big. What is he playing? Is he playing another Garruk? No. Oh, he's untapping lands. Yeah, okay, well, that's a thing. I'm assuming he's probably going to get rid of the cult leader. It's either going to be cult leader. So, target player exiles a card from his or her hand. Okay. We're not going to respond to that. And I think we just get rid of Fiend Hunter. Yeah. Keep the Falconer just in case. Just in case. As a backup plan. Backup Falconer if we need more flying. Because flying is how we're going to get over top of these beasts. That's really what's going to happen here. Okay, planes. I am tempted to swing in for what? So he can make us exile another card out of our hand. Gets 4. Which would be basically getting... Is that a good way of going about that? I think it's a good way of going about that. I'm tempted to swing in right now for 4 damage to Karn. And then we would probably play either Thraben Inspector or the Falconer. And yeah. We can also crack the clue. I think we're going to crack the clue. We're going to crack some clues here and find out what we get. I'm just not really super... Oh, sweet. That's fun. That's very fun. What we can get? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can actually kill Karn this turn if we want. Yeah, I think we're going to go that way. Because Karn is going to be difficult for us to deal with. He's going to start getting rid of stuff out of our hand. And yeah, so what we're going to go, we're going to go like this. We are going to go white. And we're going to name green. Choose color. Green. Then we're going to go to combat. Everything attack at Karn. Everything attacks Karn. All creatures attack Karn. So basically, we made our... So by the way, Brave the Elements is making it so white creatures we control have protection from the color of our choice. We're making green because we don't want to be blocked by these guys. We will kill Karn, which is good. Because that's what we need to do. Oh, could have I attacked... hold on. Oh, I misclicked there. I think it was... I chose there. Because it should have been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of them should have went at Garruk. Should have went at Garruk. Didn't. That's bad on my part. Very bad on my part, actually. Well, you win some, you lose some. And then ship to our opponent's turn. Get another cult leader. Another human cleric. Which is good. Because at this point, if we get like a Thalia's lieutenant, we can get everything +1/+1. Which is good. 11 damage. See, the problem is, like, again, we could have actually used that and swung in all at our opponent, putting him down to 14. That might have actually been a better bet. Would have that been a better bet? I think that would have been a better bet. No, because then he could have been just removing stuff off the board. Could have just removed stuff off the board. Okay, so he's turning a 5/5, so was it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's neat. Our opponent's going to swing in for a ton of damage this turn, which is fun for him, not so fun for us. We do have our cleric, though. We can always just jump block the land. Because it doesn't have trample, it just has haste. So that's a thing. And is land attacking? Land is not attacking. A little bit surprised the land's not attacking. We have another Militia Captain, which is also a good card. I think we're going to go ahead and, again, do the same thing, do the clue, see if we can draw into something better. Thraben Inspector is not necessarily better. So at this point, I think we throw down another Falconer. Do we throw down another Falconer? We always throw down another Thraben Inspector. I think we throw down a Falconer. Why? Because next turn we can throw a counter on it, and then we can also be swinging in for more stuff in the air, which is a fun thing to do. Okay, and I think we need to what? If we swing in with the Westvale Cult Leader, our opponent has to. Well, it doesn't have to block. What is this going to be? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think we go like this. You attack Garruk. Oh no, you don't attack Garruk. You attack Nissa. You attack Garruk. We'll get rid of Garruk. Stop making these things. And then I think we go... Does the Cult Leader attack? I don't think he does. I think he's going to stay up and be like our giant blocker. Yeah, I think that's the way we go. Ship to our opponent's turn. I could be playing fast. I'm at 10 minutes on the clock here as well. So, oh yeah, okay, fair enough. I totally forgot he had a birds, which can block stuff. Okay, so we're slowly amassing an army here. Our Westvale Celt Leader is now a 9/9. If we play Hanweir... Oh, we should have played Hanweir Captain, actually. This was actually a misplay on my part. We played the Abzan Falconer, but we should have played the Captain, and then we would have another, like, 9/9 creature next turn. Or potentially 10/10. Yeah. Need more tokens. Untapping lands. He's creating something big. He's casting something huge again. 7 could be Karn. Another Karn. I mean, he doesn't need 7. He needs 6 mana. Oh, no. Yeah, no, 7 mana. Is it another Karn? Karn would be really fun. Not fun. Fun, not fun. The other thing he could be casting is Walking Ballista on 3. He could also be casting Ugin, Spirit Dragon. Which, Ugin would actually be like the we scoop the game and I go home depressed. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, he's backpedaling on land tapping. Okay, so there's a lot of things he could have in the deck. I mean, if he's he's basically a mana ramp deck is what he is. So that's good for him. Mono green mana ramp. So Genesis Hydra. When you cast Genesis Hydra, reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any non-land permanent converter that costs X or amongst them into the battlefield. Genesis Hydra gets X +1 counters. Okay, well, that's a thing. So he's going to get a Scavenging Ooze, not another Genesis Hydra. That's fun. So he... Yeah. Does he get a Genesis Hydra? I don't think he does get a Genesis Hydra, does he? Because it would come in with as X being 0. So yeah, Scavenging Ooze was his option. Which is fine. I mean, that seems like a pretty weak pull for our opponent. Feels like he could have got something way better. Way better. But apparently he didn't. So, okay, going to our turn. We draw a forest, which sucks pretty hard. We're going to play it. We're going to throw down the Thraben Inspector, and then we're going to crack the Thraben Inspector's clue. Cracking the clue. Getting all the Thraben Inspectors this game. Thalia's Lieutenant. That should be able to close us the game. That should close the game out for us, because it's going to put a 1/1 counter on everything. And unless he has an answer for that, we literally just go swing all two face. And this goes everything at our opponent's face, and we win. All of them to our opponent's face. I don't think he has a response to that. Flying for the win. Okay, good. We're going to sideboard. That was one of those things where we're like, okay, we just need to keep drawing. We need to keep drawing, guys. Come on, all we need is a Thalia's Lieutenant. So I think the Falconer actually is what saved us there. I think Fiend Hunter can actually come out. I don't think there was actually many things with the Fiend Hunter that I thought we were like, oh, we need to keep that. Nature's Claim, not really helping us out too much. Condemn also not really helping us out much. So I think I'm actually really tempted to take all of the Fiend Hunters out. Nah, we're going to leave one in just in case he does play we're going to go like this. We're going to take one out, and we're going to put in the Abzan Falconer and the Abzan Battle Priest. Submit deck. Just because Battle Priest, we can like at least throw 1/1 counters on it, and they can become a flyer with the Falconer. So it is a possibility. And opening hand is full of this stuff. I think this is keepable. It's not amazing. It's actually pretty weak, but I think it's keepable. I mean, we have turn 1's plays, we have turn 3 play, which is nice. Almost anything we draw in the deck, we should be able to play. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with keepable. And ship it to our turn. So, what do we draw? We draw Champion of the Parish, which is like perfect. Perfect turn 1 play. Okay, ship it to our opponent's turn. Go gadget opponent. And our opponent is going to Utopia Sprawl on his turn. And he can theoretically untap it and get 2 mana, which means he could play a Walking Ballista. Now he's going to play another Arbor Elf. I was going to say, play a Walking Ballista, pinging Champion of the Parish, just like he did last game, which was a good move. I mean, that was a very good, solid move on his part. Okay. Our turn, Thraben Inspector. Ooh, that is also nice. I think we're going to throw down the Thraben Inspector. Always good. You go first. Always yield to you. Always yield to you. Because I always want those counters on there. And I don't really need to stop and respond to them. And then I think we swing for 3 to our opponent's face. Ship to our opponent. That's all we're doing. So this is coming along pretty well. This has been a good, solid opening. Or good, solid game 3 beginning. I'm not so happy about our opponent playing Utopia Sprawls. I guess, I mean, realistically, if I was really concerned about it, I would have thrown in the Nature's Claim to deal with Utopia Sprawl, but, I mean, other than Utopia Sprawl, it's also Oath of Nissa. That are the only ones that seem really relevant, in my opinion. So I wasn't too concerned. Was not too concerned. Okay, so he untaps lands, he untaps to get more mana, playing some big stuff, so he's going to play Courser. Courser is cool. Hey, Misty Rainforest, he can play that. Hey, Wooded Foothills, so he's getting all the lands, which is... Well, I mean, this is going to go away. He can crack... If he doesn't want to draw Wooded Foothills, he can always crack Misty Rainforest. So that's a nice thing, again, about, like, the Courser Recruit fix with the fetch lands, is he gets to choose, does he want to draw the Wooded Foothills, or does he want to draw something else? Which is super cool. For him, not super cool for us. Hey, Thalia's Lieutenant. Man, this is... It's like Christmas all up in here. So I think what we do, we throw down the Hardened Scales. And then we throw down Thalia's Lieutenant. And then we just go to Hamtown and we swing it with everything. By everything, I mean these 3 guys. Technically not everything. Okay, so a bunch of counters on a bunch of stuff. And then we swing with everything. I don't think we swing with... do we swing with Servant of the Scales? We can. Why not? Go to combat, swing with everything. And everything attacks at... Do we want to get rid of Garruk? I kind of want to get rid of Garruk because he's getting a ton of mana off of his stuff. So let's swing at Garruk. Actually, hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Do we go at Garruk? He's going to be able to cast some big stuff, but he has 1 card in hand, so I think we just go at our opponent. We attack all at our opponent, and we're just going to race our opponent down. I think that's going to be the better bet. In just kind of fingers crossed that he doesn't draw into something, because again, he's not going to get... I mean, he has 1 card in hand, which might be something huge and big and awesome, or it could be, again, him drawing into another land. So it's a Bird of Paradise. That doesn't even help him. So his draw is not going to be very good for him. So again, we're racing him down. He's down to 8. So that's scary for our opponent. He does obviously gain 1 life from playing the land from Courser. Genesis Hydra would have been awesome for him. So he's untapping land, so he's going to play something big. Is it a Genesis Hydra, or is it a... Please don't tell me it's a Walking Ballista. If he was holding onto a Walking Ballista for... could be. It really could be a Walking Ballista for, like, at this point, 6. Walking Ballista for 7? Please don't be a Walking Ballista on 7. Please don't be an Emrakul either. That would be really not happy for me. And it is Genesis Hydra. Okay, well, that's not bad. Could be worse. And he's what gonna grab? He's grabbing what? Birds of Paradise, Genesis Hydra. Oh, that is the whiffiest whiffed I've ever seen. His option is Birds of Paradise or Arbor Elf. Ouch. That hurts so much. I can't. Oh no, it's any permanent. Oh, it's any permanent. Okay, sorry guys. I thought it was only a creature, non-9 permanent. Okay, so he gets Nissa. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Sorry. I literally thought that read. I didn't read the card properly the first one, apparently. I thought it was that you got to put a creature. I was like, ouch. That's no fun at all. Mind you, a 12/12 is not something to laugh at. If we draw into an Abzan Falconer, though, we are going to make our opponent's face feel like it's a meat grinder. Which is fun for us. I mean, that's what I want. This is what I want my birthday to look like. It's not. It's a plains. We couldn't lead the Stampede. That's a possibility. I think drawing is going to be a better bet. Yeah, we're going to go like this. Go white. Leave up whites. White, white. Servant of the Scales. Remember the time I should have left up green? Should have left up green. Didn't. Okay, well, I think we need to what? If we swing in with everything, we lose our 6/6. Which isn't very good. And he will take, at most, 3 damage. I think we just ship it to our opponent's turn and hope for a better. I should have left up the green. Should have known. I mean, the big thing is the reason why I left up white white is because if we drew into an Anafenza, that would have been really good. But I mean, I guess the fact that Anafenza is 2 in the deck, that's actually really bad thinking on my part. Should have went white white for paying for costs. That if we drew into, again, a green or anything that needed green, so there's a couple things, we would have had it. So that's actually a pretty big punt on my part right there. And he has a Walking Ballista on top of his library. So that means next turn he's going to be able to kill everything. Everything dies next turn. So we'll see what we draw into. It really depends on what we draw into this next turn. We could, again, lead the Stampede for a bunch, but I don't think it's going to be the best bet. The other option could have been as well is to have swung in last turn with the Servant of the Scales. And he would have obviously had to block them with stuff. And then we would have put those counters on something else to make it bigger. So we could have made this guy go from a 6 to, what is 6, 8, 10. Could have made him a 10/10 as well. And then we play like Servant of the Scales and something else and it gets even bigger. Probably could have rivaled his Genesis Hydra. Is a possibility. The other option would have been to potentially throw those counters onto like Thraben Inspector and then have a multiple big creatures that he just has to block and lose other stuff. Because right now, if he swings with Genesis Hydra, we block with Servant of the Scale. We put counters on probably Thalia's Lieutenant because it'll become bigger. So that's an option. So there's quite a few options. I mean, the lines of play here are pretty deep on what we can be doing. I think I just shipped to my turn and we're not doing anything. If he attacks in, then I'll have to actually block. Okay. Creating. So our opponent doesn't have anything big and scary, so he's going to swing with everything. Which is fine. Oh, wait. He played. Did he use Nissa's ultimate? Yeah. You gain X. No, he used Garruk's ultimate, which is actually not very hard to get off. Creatures you control get +3/+3 and trample until end of turn. I think that might be it actually for us. Is that it? 17. So I kind of need to go here. So stop passing. Go to blocks. I don't think we have any way around this, actually. I don't think I have a way of dealing with that. Okay, so you go here to soak up as much damage from that. You go. There's no way I can get away from this. So this is me. This is me dying, guys. So I'm just gonna go like this and this and this, and Thalia's Lieutenant, you can stay up. Yep, you're not blocking anyone. Cancel blocking. Well, guys, this is me losing to Mono Green Ramp, which actually was pretty fun. Pretty good gameplay. I quite enjoyed this. Going up against a deck that is clearly more expensive than us is always interesting. Being the underdog and seeing how far you can get is usually quite fun and good. Anyways, until next time, my name's Adrian. This is Giant Monster Games. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to game like a giant monster.
Thanks for watching the videos here on Giant Monster Games. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader Giant Monster Games community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.